Good day and welcome to my video lectures about physics. In this video lecture, I will discuss about the importance of reference frame. So let's start. Why reference frames also important in physics? Maybe you are wondering why reference frames important. Whenever someone are discussing about an object's motion, like for example about an object's velocity, you need to compare its velocity for something you need to speak about. An object's velocity with respect to something, and that something is the reference frames. For example, you can say that an airplane is moving at 150 meters per second relative to ground, which is the reference frames. You can say also that a car is moving 30 meters per second relative to the train. In that case, the train will be the reference frame. What that means is that the car is moving faster than the train, but you really know the car speed relative to the ground. So whenever you are talking an object's motion, you need to compare it to reference frame. So let's take some example. Let's say Peter is walking to the right at 1 meter per second. So Peter's velocity is positive. Now, what is the reference frame in this example? If the reference frame is not specified, it is typically assumed that the ground is the reference frame. In this case, Peter is moving 1 meter per second relative to the ground. Now let's say we have another person named John that is moving at 2 meters per second to the right, and it is also relative to the ground. Now the question is, what is the velocity of John relative to Peter? You will see that John is walking faster than Peter. From Peter's perspective, every second, John is going to be 1 meter ahead of him. John is moving 1 meter per second faster than Peter. So the distance between John and Peter will continually increasing. From Peter's perspective, John is moving away from him. Now we can say also, what is Peter's velocity relative to John? Well, Peter is moving slower than John. From John's perspective, it appears as if Peter is moving away from him because he is moving ahead of him. Therefore, we can say that John's velocity relative to Peter is actually to be going positive 1 meter per second, while Peter's velocity relative to John is negative 1 meter per second. So in this value, the reference frame is Peter, and in this value, the reference frame is John. Now in terms of using formula, here is how you can get the answer using the formula. The velocity of Peter relative to John is equal to Peter's velocity relative to ground minus John's velocity relative to ground. And we get negative 1 meter per second. Likewise, to calculate John's velocity relative to Peter, we get positive 1 meter per second. Now let's solve the problem. Peter runs to the front of a train at a velocity of 2.5 meters per second relative to the train. If the train moves at a velocity of 12 meters per second relative to the platform, calculate the velocity of Peter relative to an observer standing on the platform. So in the problem, Peter is inside the train and runs toward the front of the train at 2.5 meters per second relative to the train. The train is moving at 12 meters per second relative to the platform or to the ground. The question is, calculate the velocity of Peter relative to the ground or to an observer standing on the platform. Now the formula is velocity of Peter relative to the train is equal to velocity of Peter relative to the ground minus velocity of the train relative to the ground. To solve for the velocity of Peter relative to the ground, we have v velocity of Peter relative to the train plus velocity of train relative to the ground, which will give us 14.5 meters per second. So from the observer outside, the velocity of Peter is faster than the velocity of the train. Now let's solve one more problem. Peter and Jan are on a train that is moving east at 50 miles per hour relative to the ground. Jan is walking east at 3 miles per hour and Peter is walking west at 4 miles per hour. Question A. What is Jan's velocity with respect to the ground? Question B. What is Peter's velocity with respect to the ground? Question C. What is Jan's velocity with respect to Peter? And what is Peter's velocity with respect to Jan? So in the train, we see that Jan is walking east at 3 miles per hour. So we can say that Jan's velocity relative to the train is positive 3 miles per hour. In question A, what is Jan's velocity with respect to the ground? An observer standing on the ground will see the train is moving east at 50 miles per hour relative to the ground. Now, in addition to that, Jan is also walking in the eastward direction. So we can say that Jan is walking 3 miles per hour faster than the train. So Jan's velocity with respect to ground as viewed by an observer is actually going to be positive 53 miles per hour, which is the sum of train velocity relative to the ground and Jan's velocity relative to the train. We can also use the formula wherein Jan's velocity with respect to train is equal to Jan's velocity with respect to ground minus train velocity with respect to ground. Now let's move on to question B. What is Peter's velocity with respect to the ground? So Peter is moving west at 4 miles per hour while he is in the train. So Peter's velocity with respect to the train is negative 4 miles per hour. Now we will use same formula that velocity of Peter with respect to train is equal to velocity of Peter with respect to ground minus velocity of train with respect to ground. So rearranging the formula to solve for the velocity of Peter with respect to ground, we get 46 miles per hour. For question C, what is Jan's velocity with respect to Peter? So again, using the formula, we get 7 miles per hour. For question D, what is Peter's velocity with respect to Jan? So again, using the formula, we get negative 7 miles per hour.